KMTV Action 3 News Weekend starts now.
There are potential killers you can find in every house. Tonight, we're learning more about what you need to do to keep your family safe. Poisoning is now the leading cause of unintentional death in the country. Good evening, I'm Kelly Bartnett. Kevin Boughton is off tonight. Potentially deadly toxins are nearly everywhere, but experts say there are things you can do to keep your young ones safe. Reporter Nick Starling joins us now to explain. Nick.
Kelly, it's a scary scenario, seeing a child in the medicine cabinet or opening the drawers under your sink. Luckily, there's a poison center right here in Omaha, taking calls from many Nebraskans if you or your kids accidentally get poisoned before it's too late. On a chilly spring afternoon at Walnut Grove Park, these kids are having fun on the playground. This is a safe place for them to be, climbing on this jungle gym and not under your sink.
You hear about kids getting into medication, and it's tragic, but parents really got to watch their kids.
You doing all right, buddy?
Eric Wary is a dad of 2 young boys and says he watches his kids all the time.
If we can't lock away things, we set them in the way high up cabinets.
That's smart thinking, according to Nebraska Regional Poison Center nurse Joan McVoy. She says 90% of poisonings happen in the home, often from sources you wouldn't expect.
Some medications now, they make them for older adults who've got arthritis, so they can easily just take the top off of it too. But kids can get into these pretty easily.
These laundry detergent pods are another thing McVoy says are attractive to kids because they look like candy and are very soft.
These are supercharged detergents. When children get into them, you know, they almost immediately all have symptoms.
Wary says he has a plan when it comes to getting the cleaning supplies out.
If I know the wife's cleaning, I'm watching the kids, or if I'm cleaning, she's watching the kids.
And for Martha Sanchez, her quick thinking prevented her little brother from accidentally getting a hold of chlorine.
I don't know how he managed to open the chlorine bottle, but he was about to drink it, but I guess I managed to take it away. So that was a bit scary.
Poison centers are open 24/7. That number is 1-800-222-1222. They are open 24/7, like I said, and they get 2 to 3 million calls a year, 40,000 here just in Nebraska. They also have an app you can download. Reporting live in studio, Nick Starling, KMTV Action 3 News.
Now, your Weather Alert First Forecast.
Good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Jim Flowers. If you've been out at all this evening, clear skies, rather cold temperatures. Let's take a look at the latest readings. Mid-30s here in the metro. It's already dropped to 29 in Tacoma, 28 in Atlantic. As we progress through the overnight hours, I do expect temperatures to drop back at least on the hour to around 30 degrees. Lows will be a little bit colder than that, so we should start out the day right around 30 or 31. And then as we progress through the morning drive, temperatures rise slowly to about 32 degrees, and you can see by 9 a.m. we should be in the upper 30s. We're tracking a winter storm for Wednesday night. I'll show you the latest European model forecast and mine. Both are coming up.
Thanks, Jim. Her death left her hometown in shock. Nearly a week later, family and friends celebrate the life of Jordan Muxfelt. Reporter Shannon Wilson caught up with those who knew her and shared her memories.
The small town of Logan, Iowa, still shaken by the death of a mother and her 2 unborn twins last Monday. Jordan Muxfelt died after her ATV rolled. Her 3-year-old son, Wade, was injured. Today, family and friends remembered the 27-year-old and her twins, Waylon and Whitley.
Not a woman of a lot of words. Her actions were a lot greater than her words.
John Shaban sold cattle to Jordan's family. She showed cattle and was even elected as the National Herdsman of the Year at Denver Stock Show in 2014.
Jordan, she was an expert at it. She was really good at what she did. So as having kids come through, Jordan created a person that they could look up to.
Friends call her an icon to other show women.
People that she's reached out to and helped at times, she's just been a big inspiration.
Kim Fisher grew up with Jordan's parents, Jay and Lori Strait.
They had, so many family and friends out there, and, they're just a true joy.
Fisher says the family will rely on their faith as they deal with the tragedy.
With friends, it's just, you're just there when they need to be, and that's the main thing. And I know we'll be talking to them in the future and doing things together and sharing, the sorrow and the joy.
Shannon Wilson, KMTV Action 3 News.
Jordan Muxfeld's funeral and burial are both set for tomorrow. There's a donation page to help her family. You can find that link to that page on our website, KMTV.com. Investigators are trying to figure out what caused an early morning crash that left a Nebraska man dead. Crews were called to Waverly Road, about 3 miles north of I-80, just north of Lincoln. Investigators say Clyde Anderson's pickup truck went off the roadway into a ditch and through a barbed wire fence before hitting a tree. Deputies say the 55-year-old Raymond man was not wearing his seatbelt. Police are looking for gunmen tonight after 2 shootings just blocks apart in South Omaha. Officers were called to the area of 18th and M around 7 o'clock tonight. They found a man with a minor gunshot wound, and as tempers rose, police moved him out of the situation.
We moved in the cruiser just for his safety and just keep the situation under control. You guys saw I got a little heated there. This might be an ongoing problem.
The man shot refused to be taken to the hospital. Investigators say the shooting is possibly gang-related. Police spent the morning just blocks away near 24th and J. That's where investigators say someone shot Bernardo Garcia around 4 o'clock. Someone took the 24-year-old to the hospital. Police spoke to Garcia, who said he went to the area to meet with the suspect. Witnesses say the suspect left the scene in a black Mercedes-Benz. Tomorrow is the start of a new era at a Nebraska prison. Brad Hansen takes over as warden at the Tecumseh State Correctional Facility. He replaces Brian Gage, who resigned. The move comes after several high-profile disturbances, including last May's riot, which left 2 inmates dead and caused $500,000 in damage. And earlier this month, 3 staff members were injured in an attack by inmates. The numbers are startling. Douglas County's STD rates have been among the highest in the country for years, and now one group is hoping a timely fashion statement will help change that. Reporter Shantae Passmore looks at what they hope a special dress can do.
At first glance, it's easy to overlook, but if you look closely...
They like to take pictures of it, they like to touch it. That's what I put the non-touch sign on it, because they, oh, condoms, yeah, you know, like to pull.
It's a prom dress made out of condoms.
It really catch me by surprise when the ladies say, well, we have an item that we want you to display for us, and we are a nonprofit organization.
The Adolescent Health Project is a program of the Women's Fund of Omaha. They hired a marketing team to design the dress to make a statement.
And she goes, well, we have to display it up front. And I said, people are going to see it.
And that's the point.
This message is for all adolescents because in Douglas County, the 15 to 24-year-old age group accounts for more than 50% of all new STD cases in this county.
Cinderella's Formal Gown Rentals and Hello Holiday in Dundee agreed to showcase the dresses.
While the prom condom dress is certainly an attention grabber, Adolescent Health Project says it's meant to get teens to talk about STDs and teen pregnancies, know about the issues, and care about them.
The group says teen pregnancies are down, but STD numbers are still on the rise. That's why this dress is less about fashion and more about discussion.
The mother would see the dress and initially be shocked, but it would also spark conversation, and that's so important.
Shantae Passmore, KMTV, Action 3 News.
Nebraska's largest school district will consider several new building projects Monday, including buying new land for a new high school. The Omaha Public School Board will vote on a $1.35 million purchase of property near 156th and Ida. The board will also look at upgrades at several OPS middle schools, including a rebuild of Beveridge. And it will look at a plan to move Florence Elementary to the Mills building near 30th and Taylor for the 2017-18 school year, while that current building is being upgraded. Another metro district will talk about finding new leaders. The Bellevue School Board will begin the process of replacing Frank Harwood tomorrow night. The superintendent is leaving in June to take a job in DeSoto, Kansas, just outside Kansas City. From the custodian to a headline performer, that's today's journey for a high school janitor.
This is a man world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman again.
It's a pretty good voice for a janitor. That's Roy Smith singing a James Brown classic with the Burke High Jazz Band this afternoon. The so-called singing janitor is still creating an online buzz after a video of his work at school went viral. Smith says even with his recent fame, it is still all about the kids.
I try to play a role as like a father figure or a grandfather figure to the students, you know, because some don't have that luxury to have that kind of surrounding in their homes. If I could be a positive role for them, that's what it's all about.
Smith, who also serves as a bishop at his church, says he's surprised by all of the attention, with this story being told in China and even in Great Britain. And that fame could still grow. Today, our crew was joined by a crew from Inside Edition. So if you think he missed his calling, it looks like he didn't, but he's got several of them. Air Force One has landed in Cuba. President Obama landed in the country Sunday afternoon. More on this historic visit, 90 years in the making. That's next.
Coming up in weather, we're tracking a storm for Wednesday night. Could bring heavy snow to parts of the area. I'll check that forecast. Snow amounts coming up right after the break.
KMTV-3, your official home for Husker Sports, presents Husker Legends. Steve Friesen, the recipient of the 1999 Ben Hogan Award, All-American and the only 3-time All-Conference honor in program history. That's why Steve Friesen is a Husker legend.
Plaza's gone mad, in a good way, with March discount pricing on select remaining 2015 Sierra 1500 trucks in stock. It's a trade-in, trade-up sale you don't want to miss. While they last, get 23% off MSRP. That's savings up to $11,410. This is a limited time offer. We encourage you to come early for the best selection. Plaza Buick GMC, 120th and L, Omaha.
It's Yonkers Shoe and Handbag Sale, now through Saturday, March 26th. Shop for the latest spring styles from all your favorite brands. Plus, use your Goodwill Sale coupons to save an extra 20% even on hot buys. Like with your Goodwill Sale coupon, $55.99 Ladies Clark sandals, 9 West dress sandals, $51.99, and over 40% off Stone Mountain handbags. The Shoe and Handbag Sale. Shop in-store or online. Yonkers, your store, your style.
If you have cracks in walls, doors, or windows that stick, or a settling foundation, there's only one local company to call. Only one 3-time winner of the Better Business Bureau's Integrity Award. Only one that trains other experts nationwide. Only one to set new dependability standards with their own custom-engineered hardware. Only one with nearly 4 decades of experience and thousands of references. Thrasher, there's only one right way.
Omaha, thanks for watching KMTV-3.
President Obama flew into the history books today, becoming the first U.S. president since Calvin Coolidge to visit Cuba. It's a journey some experts are comparing to Richard Nixon's first trip to China. Chris Martinez brings us the latest from Cuba.
President Obama brought his family to Cuba, a big step towards normalizing relations with a Cold War adversary. He's the first sitting U.S. president to visit Cuba in nearly 90 years.
This is a historic visit, and it's a historic opportunity to engage directly with the Cuban people.
The president greeted U.S. Embassy staff and then toured Old Havana.
For weeks, work crews have been preparing for his arrival, restoring some roads and repaving others. Fresh coats of paint have also been applied to homes and businesses in areas the president will tour, and this welcome sign was put up outside a restaurant in Old Havana. Many Cubans are hopeful the visit will pave the way for more openness between the island nation and the U.S.
I think that we are going to have some changes, but it's going to be slowly.
During his stay, the president will meet with a number of prominent Cuban dissidents here at the U.S. Embassy, but the White House won't say exactly who is on that guest list.
President Obama will also meet with U.S. and Cuban business leaders. Many Cubans are hopeful his visit will make life here better.
I think that people want to hear from Obama honesty. They want to see
what he actually believes and respect for the Cuban sovereignty and what we believe in.
The president will also enjoy the great American pastime on Cuban soil. He'll have prime seats for an exhibition baseball game between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cuban national team. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Havana, Cuba.
That is a startling sight in central Texas. A severe weather season is just around the corner. And of course, in that one, no injuries or damages to report. But check out this funnel cloud you're seeing.
Pretty good water
That's
spout.
right. That's on the water
fairly
that's near
large.
Broward Beach in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It nearly caught several swimmers off guard. Also there, no injuries reported. But that is a reminder. This is severe weather week, Jim.
Yes, it is. And it begins tomorrow. We will have special graphics dedicated each night to keeping folks at home up to date and explanation of some of the severe weather parameters and terms and things like that every night this week.
Well, you know, it's obviously we had crazy weather yesterday, nothing severe.
No, but I'll tell you what, boy, that snow came down for a
It sure
time
did,
in the afternoon and evening. Here are the weather headlines, Kelly. A warm start to the week.